Welcome back, everybody, to episode 2 of Chant 101. I know it took a minute for me to get here. I apologize for that. I had some technical difficulties, but we're back. And so today we're going to talk about some things, well, one subject in particular. Last episode, I dubbed that one Truth 101, just sort of explaining what I was going to do. Today's episode, Lies 101, we're going to tell some lies, but then we're going to expose them. What lies, you ask? It's a great question. Appreciate you asking me that. We're going to get into that. But first, as always, this video is brought to you by TrevorHuntMusic.com. Go visit his website. You can book him for a show. He's on Facebook. He's got his own YouTube channel. Great dude. Great group of guys. If you want family-friendly entertainment and good music, go to TrevorHuntMusic.com. Now, last week, what I forgot to do was the thing I hate doing the most. But if you want to continue to see this kind of stuff, it really does help if you subscribe, like. You don't have to comment if you don't want to get involved that way. I get it. Share it with your friends or whatever. The algorithm does the whole pushing it out there more if there's more likes and subscribes. I don't love saying all that. But that being said, let's get to it. Okay, lies. What are they lying about? So many things. So many stinking things. I'm going to cover 2, and both of them have to do with, you guessed it, trans, ideology, and LGBTQ. What are they lying about? Well, lie number 1. Let's just get right into it. I think these are probably 2 of the most important lies to be exposed, which I know other people have videos too, and you may be saying to yourself, man, he's going to talk about this, a lot of people are talking about this, but it's still prevalent. It's still at the head of our culture right now. So not enough people are talking about it, and not enough people are fighting against it. So that's what we're doing. Lie number 1. They like to say that transgenderism has been around forever, and it's even in the Bible. No, it isn't. And it's only been around for 15 minutes or so. Honestly, I'm going to put something up on the screen here for you, but just briefly, transgenderism and all that was invented by a guy named John Money. And here, I can just put this up on the screen for you. And I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but you can see right here, John Money, PhD. John William Money, internationally known for his work in psychoendocrinology and the development of sexology, defined the concepts of gender role and identity. Defined means made up. Dr. Money's gifts to the Kinsey Institute include his archives, which comprise the John Money Collection, and funds to establish the Scholars of Sexology Fellowship to support graduate students and young scholars. Now, the reason that that's important, and you can go on to read the rest of that or look it up yourself, and I'm not trying to make you do all the work, but the reason that that is so important is because, and Matt Walsh actually did a really great video explaining all the background to this, but the Reader's Digest version is John Money was a pedophile. John Money was discovered to have been doing sexual experiments on babies, trying to study the sexual arousal of babies. Gross. That's gross. And that's where this whole ideology grew out of. It's so gross. He started this whole movement that we are seeing right now, all this craziness, all this leftist trans stuff, all of it is rooted in pedophilia, and it's sprouted from there. See, a lot of people don't like to talk about that because they don't want to have this whole thing exposed. These people aren't doing this because they they feel like, and maybe some of them have mental disorders. And I'm not trying to just be mean to a bunch of people that might have some struggles. I get it. But the whole ideology is rooted in infantile sexual experiments. That right there should tell us why this is bad. Why we're seeing all of this sexualized stuff within the ideology. So, lie number one, it's not been around forever. It's been around for I don't know how many years, but it's been around not that long because this guy invented it and made it up. And what it does is, this provides the overall understanding of lie number two. And lie number two is that, well, they're not going after your kids or anything. It's not harmful to kids and stuff. They're just adults being, wanting to do whatever they want to do, and it's not harming you or your family or your kids. Well, guess what? Yes, it is, because it's rooted in it. They've been coming after the kids from the very beginning. That's what it's all been about. It's about transitioning children's minds so that whenever they're older, they think this stuff is okay. And it's not. Matter of fact, I can prove to you that they are coming after the kids. Let me show you this. Let me bring this up on the screen for you too. So here we've got Tennessee GOP moves to protect children from sexualized drag queen events. I mean, they're not coming for the kids though. And if you need more proof than that, then let's look at this one. Here, I had to pull this up on my phone. This is the Gay Men's Choir performs a song with lyrics, "We're coming for your children." And it's not satire. It is absolutely true. And I remember back in the day when, we were doing the whole legalizing gay marriage, and people like me would say, but they're going to be coming for your kids. That's the whole thing. And they'd be like, they're not going to hurt your kids. They're not coming after your kids. That's ridiculous. Yep, they are. So here's a little snippet of that. So you think we're sinful. You fight against our right. You say we all lead lives you can't respect, but you're just frightened. You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked. Funny, just this once, you're correct. The song continues. We'll convert your children, happens bit by bit. Quietly and subtly, you will barely notice it. You can keep them from disco, worn about San Francisco. Make them wear pleated pants, we don't care. We'll convert your children. We'll make them tolerant and fair. Just like you're worried they'll change their group of friends, you won't approve of where they go at night. It's not even a really good song. And you'll be disgusted when they start learning things online that you kept them far from their sight. We'll convert your children. Yes, we will, reaching one and all. There's really no escaping it, because even Grandma likes RuPaul. The world's getting kinder. Gen Z's gayer than Grindr. I'm just going to stop right there. That's ridiculous. The bottom line is this. We are supposed to expose these things. In fact, I said before in the last video that I would share scripture on here, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. See, pride is definitely not something that God is a big fan of in any shape or form. There are literally, tens, 20s, hundreds, verses in the Bible talking about how much God dislikes pride and arrogance and selfishness, and that's all this is, right? There's Pride Month, there's Pride Year, it's just pride all the time. It's LGBTQ this and pride flag that, and it's getting to the point where all we're doing is catering to these selfish little brats. And the fact is, they're trying to hurt your kids. They're child abusers, starting with John Money all the way to now. It's all sinful. It's all... Look, I would love for them to come around as individuals and love the Lord and change, But that's not, right now, that's not what this platform is. This platform is, we got to fight here. We got to start getting leaders and people in that are going to start knocking this crap off. They're going to fight against this. This is ruining families. It's destroying children. There's so many videos of people that are detransitioning because they realize what a nightmare it is. Those people, I mean, it makes me cry to watch those videos, but I do it because I need to see the information and I want to know the truth just as much as I want to spread the truth. These detransitioners, man, it's a hard, I mean, lots of people have hard roads. Depends on your perspective. It depends on the actual road you've gone down. Everybody has their problems and stuff, but man, they bought into a lie and they thought it would help their identity, and they are being butchered. Children are being butchered, castrated, chemically castrated, taking hormone pills that change them forever. They can't come back fully from that. But the lie is, yeah, you can. Oh, no, you can change your mind later. It's fine. Liar. Liar. So I came across something that, and I'm probably going to end this video or towards the end of this video with this, and I got to give credit to Matt Walsh. I found it on an article that someone, I can't even remember who posted it. I'll look it up, but they were trying to trash Matt Walsh and inadvertently expose the truth for themselves. You guys want to keep quoting these guys and trying to blast them for what they're saying, but it's really just exposing the truth to everybody, and I'm pretty sure that's against your agenda. So, but keep it up. It's good work too. So let me bring this up here real quick and said this is Matt Walsh. And again, it was an article that was trying to bash him, but here he's quoted. Let's just put this plainly. The pride flag does not deserve our respect. In fact, it deserves our disrespect. It deserves our contempt and mockery. It is not the flag of gay people, okay? That's not what it is. Gay people in America, they already have a flag. It's called the American flag. It's the flag we all share and are supposed to share. The pride flag, which was invented by a far-left activist drag queen, represents not a person or a people or a community, but an agenda, a political and cultural agenda. It always has. It has from the very beginning. It still does now. And today, nearly all the most depraved and perverse attacks on children, on tradition, on decency, on common sense are waged under this banner. That's what it signifies, okay? The gay pride flag signifies drag queen dancing for toddlers, males invading women's bathrooms. It signifies castration drugs given to children. It signifies the destruction of the nuclear family. When government officials send that thing up the flagpole and paint its ridiculous colors in the street, that is what they're promoting. It's what they are advertising. It is the cause they want us to salute. And again, let's pause there for a second. This started off with, I just want to be accepted for who I am. And now, if you don't celebrate, you're a bad person and we're going to lock you up. That's what they're trying to do. He goes on, not only should we not only should we refuse to salute it, but we should treat it with disdain. We should treat it as a hate symbol because that's what it is. They fly the flag, that flag, because they hate you, your values, and what you believe, and everything you stand for. And so we should respond in kind to this symbol. In other words, we should give the pride flag all of the respect that the left shows the American flag. Let's just put it that way. I agree. I wasn't shy in my first video about being rough around the edges, and I do care for people, and I really do wish that these people would wake up to this atrocity, this evil garbage that is plaguing our country right now. And I just wanted to share this one last thing with you. It's the verse that I'm going to basically pattern this whole entire show, channel, podcast off of. Let me just bring that up for you here. Okay, so it's Ephesians 5:11, and it says, "Take no part in the fruitless works of darkness, rather expose them." And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to continue to talk about these things, and hopefully in more in depth maybe in some of these other ones. I know it was pretty rapid fire with these, but I felt like these are very important lies that needed to be exposed, and they're it's very true, the things that I have exposed here. I'm not the only one. I'm just part of the movement. This is a good movement. People standing up for God, His Word, and His people. God bless. I'll see you next time.